Hello crafting friends, welcome to my channel. My name's Barbara Radzevicius, and today in this episode I thought we'd have a look at my workplace. This is how a quilter lives, friends. Well, me. I have a lot of quilts. I have quilts that I've collected from my best friend. I have quilts that I've made. I have quilts that are in progress, and I have quilts that, just beautiful. So I hope you like looking at quilts. If you do, and you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. It all helps. And let's go on this journey with me of my crafting area, my quilts. I'm starting a new lot of videos. There'll be about 4, I would say, about quilts, my quilts in particular. Why I collect quilts, what I see in quilts, how I like doing them, what appeals to me, and everything quilty. So I hope you like looking at quilts that are collecting, my collection of quilts that I've made over a period of about 40 years, I would say. As a collector, I don't give much away. I have traded a few quilts and I keep a lot of quilts, and I love a lot of quilts from friends. So I hope you like this group of videos on quilts. If you do, please like and subscribe and enjoy. Last weekend I have been sorting my quilts. I sort them every 6 months or so and see what I've got, and I thought I would give you a look too. And they all come out to my lounge room, live here for a week or two, and then go back to where hopefully they will be safe for a bit. So this is a sweeping view of my crafting area at the moment. I have a beautiful sunbonnet Sue that I made when, well, it must have been mid-1990s, and all the dresses are made from my dresses from when I was pregnant. I have 6 children, so it's a nice reminder of things that I wore. Going around here, we have a selection of quilts that were gifted by my best friend Judith, the fibre artist and extraordinaire quilt maker. She has given me these beautiful quilts that will be in an episode by itself. Work in progress. Isn't this a beautiful little pile? There are 10 quilts there waiting, mostly bigger size, I would say. They're not lap quilts. They are just fun quilts. Takes me a year or 2 to hand quilt them. That is another episode. So this will be a patchwork episode and then a hand piecing episode. So nice little pile of gift quilts for me to gift. These are baby quilts that I've got ready to go. I think there's 6 there. And recent makes last year. You'll notice the flying geese are there. Not the flying geese that I'm making at the moment, the previous one. 2 very cute K facet quilts. One is a succulent and the other one is a red quilt. And English paper piecing. We know we love that. And these are 1/2 inch hexagons. That was a fab. I really got into the 1/2 inch hexagons, friends. It was fun. And the piece that I'm doing at the moment. So that is my daybed of quilts. My sewing machine, my crafting area, knitting, quilts, and here we have, I just love this area. It reminds me of a Victorian thing, and I found this little house that my friend had made me. It's very cute. John likes Lego, so he built a blacksmith's house. The roof comes off and you can see all the insides. This beautiful quilt Judith made me. I love it. See it as you come in the front door. My curiosity cabinet of things that I love. And another quilt by Judith, and I call it Bamboo. I love the colours in it. John makes gramophone horns and phonograph horns. I love music, so you can see I have a record player, all my LPs and John's LPs from the late 60s and early 70s, heavy metal, Leonard Cohen. Yeah, just beautiful music. I was at one time collecting owls, so you see I have a few owls, things that my children have made in school, things from my grandparents, really love them, and a timekeeper hanging there. Just think it is fab. So this room is my inspiration. I just love sitting here and crafting. I think it's just a fab area to sit and look and work. In winter, I work about 6 hours a day, I would say, on the quilts. Lately, I've done some knitting. Quilts are my passion. I'm really just an adventurous knitter, really. I love knitting. I love yarns, but they don't always work out to how I would like them. You see a cardigan there finished. It fits my daughter more than it fits me, I've got to say. And here are the yarns that I'm working on at the moment. Mainly sock yarns. I'm going to make some gift projects soon. Hats, mainly. I think hats work out nicely for me. And yeah, how fab is this pile? I just love sitting there and looking at it instead of actually sewing. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let me know what you think about quilts. Do you collect quilts? Do you make quilts? My quilts are all scrappy quilts. What is known as scrappy quilts, but actually they just made out of little tiny pieces of fabric. Mainly mine are new little pieces of fabric. As I've said, I mainly buy 25 centimetres of each fabric that I love. That way I can get a nice collection of them. And yeah, scrappy quilts. I've always made scrappy quilts. I just think they're beautiful, and you can have everything included in a scrappy quilt. Now let's go and have a look at my fabric. We can now see it, seeing I've rearranged the room where I store my fabrics. It's a cloudy day today, so the room is not well lit. I don't have a window in this room. It's sort of a hallway. And I've rearranged all the crates, taken them out. I've put them on the top bunk. These are my yarn crates with some quilts here on the end that I use all the time. I use these quilts. They are my favourite utility quilts. There's more on the bottom bunk, but they will be taken off there soon when I get round to it, because I want a spare bed for friends and the grands when they come over. But mainly if a friend needs a bed for a weekend or so and they would like to sleep in a craft room, most welcome. Here are my fabrics organised. So you see I like black and white, white and black. I love it when I can see it all. It's like looking at paints, you know, my own little paint shop. I'm a collector. I've been collecting these fabrics for 40 years, friends. So that's why it looks like I've got a lot, but in real life, I have a very small collection. Is my model. She has a name. Can't think of it at the moment. Sock blockers, very handy. Those skeleton ones. I can now see my Charlie Harpers and my birds and butterflies, and my containers of hexagons. And I keep my books up the top, and then John's jigsaws right at the top. Yellows and oranges, there's not many because yellow and orange, I don't seem to collect a lot of those. Reds, I have a large collection of reds. I love reds in quilts. I don't like to wear red, but I do love it. It makes quilts pop with black. A little buddy that I've made for children with rare genetics in California. It's a lovely pattern. If anyone's interested, I can tell you what the pattern is. I have a basket here of yarns on my grandmother's Traymobile. It's one of those teak ones from the 1950s, 60s maybe. Yeah, that's my craft room. There are other things in the craft room, of course. Here's my cat fabric. Oh, I just love it. My trolleys that were cleared out a few months ago are now stacked high again with things, books, small quilts, very small quilts, quilt tops. We all have quilt tops. Oh, I have like 40 quilt tops there waiting for something. Then a big pile of blocks, 12-inch blocks, 12.5-inch blocks. I think they're all Jacob's Ladder blocks. Projects waiting. More projects up there. Knitting patterns. I must be addicted to quilting, knitting patterns. I've got to say, I have like thousands knitting patterns. It's my swift collection. A brief look at the collection of toilet paper. Like there's there's one packet of toilet paper and 2 packets of hand towel. I love hand towel, friends. Yeah. Videos that we watch occasionally. And yeah, just lovely. Really love some. I've got a nice collection of project bags too, and I hardly ever use project bags. This one is beautiful. It came from Scotland, I think, and it's called the Cocoon Tree. They make beautiful project bags. I love this one. And the fox, I think that came from Lithuania. My husband's father came from Lithuania. Yeah. A short trip through a crafter's brain, a quilt maker's brain. Just love it. I'm going to end this part of my quilting journey here, and next week we will get into quilts. I can't wait. These quilts will be out for about 3 weeks, I'm thinking. I want to rearrange them, look at them, and just admire them. I do admire quilts. I really love looking at all your quilts that you make. I really love looking at podcasts about quilts, how people think about quilts, quilt making process, the craftsmanship that goes into making a quilt. I just love it all, and I hope you do too.